I have found the greatest wrestling channels on YouTube. You can keep your Cultaholics, your Botchamanias, your Steven Larsons, your What Cultures, your Wrestling News Now.
Dominic Mysterio believes his girlfriend, Rhea Ripley, is having an affair with WWE executive Triple H.
Okay, Wrestling News Now is still the best, but these channels are not far off, right? Wrestling can be quite overwhelming for a new fan. You've got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and that's only one company. You've got AEW, who have multiple shows. You've got Ring of Honor, Wrestling Reloaded, Impact, and that's not even including the indies. This is the funniest video I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Why did the refs set him on fire? No one even asked him to do that. And he did it so casually as well. Like, do you ever just get bored in work some days and just decide to burn your colleague alive just to pass the time? The reaction to it's even better. Like, yeah, he missed the table, right? But look at the ring crew. What is with that delay? They're just standing there like, wow, we just got thrown out of the ring. That's crazy. I should probably put that fire out. Do you ever just zone out at work and fail to realise that your colleague's just been set on fire and launched across the room? Anyway, there's a lot of wrestling, so really what you need is a channel that can catch you up, that can summarise the things you missed out on. Look no further than the absolute gem that is data channels, right? This channel, for example, isn't even just a wrestling channel. If you go back to some of its earliest videos, you'll see most popular things that happened in 2022 from different countries. Kim Jong-un doing war games seems like quite a big deal. I'm surprised no wrestling sites have covered that yet. There's retired adult stars by country, top 30 famous died adult stars by country, Avatar 2 movie cast, and finally, the wrestling. Religion of WWE women wrestlers. And judging by the thumbnail, Becky Lynch is actually Jewish, which is incredible considering 0.05% of the Irish population is Jewish. We have like one synagogue in Dublin, and I'm going to assume that was built solely per the request of Becky Lynch. Wait a minute. That was clickbait! Who would do such a thing? Becky Lynch is actually a Catholic, a hardcore, devout, stone cold Catholic. Becky Lynch can't wrestle at 12 or 6 p.m. because she doesn't want to miss the Angelus. And at one point she even tried to change her theme song to Connected from the Live-O soundtrack. And if you don't believe me, ask Wrestling News Now. Rhea Ripley is also a Christian, very predictable, probably the most Christian looking wrestler I've ever seen. As a boy Muslim, I wonder where all these women will go when they'll die. The answer is, they will go to hell. So, that's great news. Thanks, Ali, for sharing that with us. Okay, now it's the men's turn, and I won't lie to you, if Christian's an atheist, I'm going to be very disappointed.
A few moments later.
Fake video. Balor is Catholic. Brock Lesnar is Canadian. The best religion. WWE superstars, wives and girlfriends. Wait a minute. That's not Raquel Rodriguez. That's Braun Strowman again. WWE, Anoa'i family, all wrestlers. Holy shit, Manu from the Legacy. Fucking hell. Bring him back, that'd be class. Who the fuck's that? Forgot Jungle Boy. You're joking, right? Jungle Boy's not related to them. If you're talking about Jungle Boy from AEW, he's not related to them. Do your research, you $5 hamburger helper recipe. You forgot Samoa Joe. D'Lo Brown also. Father and daughter WWE superstars. Alright, now this one got me quite emotional because if you watched WrestleMania and you watched how well Rhea Ripley did against Charlotte, you just know that it's a performance Viscera would have been really proud of. It also says that Ronda Rousey's dad is Ron Rousey, and I'm a bit disappointed personally because I fully believed the thumbnail when it said that her dad was Eddie Guerrero. Natalia, father name Breast Heart. WWE Royal Rumble winners 1988 to 2023. That's a nice picture of Bret Hart they have there. Real life brothers, WWE superstars. Okay, he put down Undertaker and Kane as real life brothers and Eddie and Chavo as real life brothers, but I mean, those are honest mistakes. I definitely thought that Eddie and Chavo were brothers when I was a kid, but you know what really fucked me up? You want to know what really shook me to my core? And I'm giving you a warning now, right? This is pretty heavy shit, so if you don't want to spend the rest of the day questioning your own existence, then you might want to skip the next 30 seconds, right? But if you still want to hear what I have to say, here we go. The Basham brothers aren't even related. There's one Basham, Doug, and then they just stuck some random bald fellow with them and called him Danny, and nobody ever questioned it. I genuinely thought they were related for almost 20 years. I never questioned it. It's such a random thing to lie about as well. Like Undertaker and Kane, I get it. It's a cool story. The Dudleys, I understand. The Basham brothers? What? Why would you lie to me about this? Why? Like, and they also, how do they look so fucking similar if they weren't related? Like, could you tell them apart if you saw them in person? What the fuck? Umaga is Roman Reigns' brother. He is also dead. Well, thanks for that, Dan. This is a fun little video about WWE superstars' ex-wives. It sucks being divorced. I've been divorced since 2010. At that time, I already had a stroke and cardiac arrest, which I'm still assuming was too much pressure on her. Life goes on somehow. Okay, Peter. Real life sisters, WWE superstars. So we've got Curtis Axel and Amy Hennig, who looks suspiciously like Lacey Von Erich. Then, of course, we have Tough Enough legend Christina Crawford. And, of course, Brooke Hogan and Hulk Hogan are obviously sisters too, so don't forget that one either. This one's about ex-girlfriends of WWE superstars, and of course we start off with Bayley and Balor. I wasn't aware of that one until now, but that's why this channel is so good. It just teaches you things that you didn't. They have a video called Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Winners, which I thought was really funny because there's only been like 2 or 3 of these Battle Royals ever, until I realised that they've been going on for almost 10 years and that time is passing us all by and life is slipping through my fucking fingers like sand. WWE superstars and their favourite football club. I'm glad they included Shawn Michaels right away because I was going to mention that if they didn't.
As a matter of fact, I'm here to support the Blackburn Rovers, as a matter of fact. I have a distant relative that's from Blackburn, so my mother tells me, so I'm pulling for the Blackburn Rovers.
The Blackburn Rovers. It's like when your ma calls it the wrestling. Mick Foley, of course, a huge Chris Wilder fan, used to love talking about the overlapping centre backs a few years ago. And as the saying goes, never ask a woman her age, never ask a man his salary, and never ask Big Show what the crest of his favourite football club was between 1938 and 1945. Daniel Bryan supporting Everton makes a lot of sense. It at least explains why he never talks about football. I'm pretty sure that's not even right. I remember Gunther used to rock up to the National Stadium wearing a Schalke tracksuit, and that's not really the sort of thing you do for the fun of it. CM Punk loves a good El Clasico, Big E, of course, a huge Southampton fan, and Jeff Hardy supports Everton. I believe that. I believe that Jeff Hardy has an Alan Stubbs poster on his bedroom wall. There's so many of these types of videos as well. Like, for example, if you look up WWE Superstars favourite food, you get so many different videos. And I can just imagine 7-year-old me watching these in an absolute trance. WWE wrestlers who are LGBTQ also throws up a few different videos. WrestleData gives us one hell of a thumbnail, as does LGBTQ family. But the video I'm going to watch is from this lad called Druv. To be fair, this one's quite educational. As you can see, Mercedes Martinez is lesbian, but Mercedes S. Martinez is bi. So there's some fun facts you may not have known. Chyna isn't gay or straight, she's actually female. What the fuck is this? Old WWE wrestlers and their sons in WWE. Wait a minute. That's not Hulk Hogan. I've been clickbaited.
You dirty bastard, you've done it again.
World most powerful and richest wrestler 2022. Sheamus representing the Ivory Coast makes sense. Vicky Guerrero's worth more than Jeff Hardy. Again, that makes sense. The Italian stallion, Shawn Michaels. To top of the list, it's very predictable, I have to say. I don't really know what else I was expecting. WWE Most Beautiful Divas 2023. WWE Beautiful Divas. Billie Key in at 17. You love to see it. Sasha Banks in at number 4. This man is giving a solid analytical breakdown as to why the video is incorrect. And this man is in absolute tears. Scariest WWE superstars of all time. Top 16 scariest WWE wrestlers. Sorry lads, I had to turn off, it was too scary. Real and fake WWE weapons. This one's kind of an obvious one, as he rightly points out, the ladders in WWE are clearly fake. The wrestlers don't actually climb, it's all CGI, and barbed wire is both real and fake, so now you know. WWE wrestlers' secret hobbies. This is where we are gonna get the dirt on these people, right? Mick Foley loves to play with pets. Ha! I don't think he keeps that a secret. Jimmy Uso. Jimmy often plays video games in her free time. Logan Paul's hobby is gymming. Bayley's is pogo sticking and playing basketball. Bianca is a professional wrestler and his hobby is also wrestling. It may sound strange, but Kane's hobby is dancing. Omos loves to do food blogging. Bobby Lashley's hobby is internet surfing. Strowman's hobby is fishing, traveling. Okay, so that didn't give us anything. Coolest signatures from WWE wrestlers. I won't lie, these aren't cool at all. I actually can't read what any of these letters are except for Canner. WWE female superstars without makeup. This video will never compete with the GOAT.
Alexa Bliss is known for her over-the-top makeup and outfits that she wears when she is on TV. But in real life, she prefers to dress down and not wear makeup.
So there's no point in watching it. WWE wrestlers that hate each other in real life. Right, so there's a lot to take in here. Randy Orton hates John Cena. Charlotte hates Becky Lynch. Eddie hates Claudio. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. Whoa, wait, I'm confused. Wait, who the fuck's Scott? The famous 90s wrestlers are doing today. Pete Gas, that's a pretty famous man, alright. Most hated female wrestlers each other. Brooke Adams versus Candice Michelle. 10 crazy rules that WWE superstars have to follow. No use real names, no photo shoot, no social media posts whatsoever, no sneezing, that's a big one. No contract signings, no belts, no bleeding. And you know what happens when you prick your finger at home? You end up on the banned list, where as you can see, you'll end up with the likes of David Benoit, Juventud Guerrera, Mr. Kennedy, Daniel Bryan, and of course, Big Cass. Biggest fears of WWE wrestlers. So as you can see, R-Truth is afraid of Cat, Sasha Banks is afraid of Ghost, Randy Orton is afraid of Spider, and Rhino is afraid of Mouse. Undertaker is afraid of Cucumber, which I think is one of the more reasonable fears to have. What the fuck is shut or close? And Ryback is afraid of emotions. What if The Rock died? Reaction from different countries. Alright, so a bit of a mixed reaction to kick things off. He did not know the real acting. Rest in peace. He was the humble man. This is one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. Great Khali beated you in the ring. He was a good guy. Why he always looks bald. And that is your introduction to the YouTube phenomenon that is WrestleData channels. Join me next time when we sit down and watch WWE Family Wrestlers Breast Size.